Hey Megan, this is your Jupiter retrograde reading. So yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of readings now that we have the channel, and I want to do one for Jupiter retrograde specifically for you. So obviously I have the generic reading, but I want to do one for you so you can see what you need to focus on for the next 4 months and where Jupiter is probably going to affect you the most while it's in retrograde. So right now for Libra, Jupiter is in the 6th house, which is the house of work and dealing with that. Also, it deals with health. So right now, if you've been kind of not putting your health first, that's going to be really highlighted here for the next 4 months. And it's starting with, Aries season again, the whole I need to focus on me and things like that. That's going to be really key here to be able to make sure that we are working on ourselves and what we need to do to be able to be our best selves and be in our best health. So let's see what the cards also have to say in terms of that. So, my stuff's already turning over. Okay. Wow. Okay. Did that really all just turn over? And then the thing is, once Jupiter goes out of retrograde, depending on how much work you've put in, it will expand that. So if you're in really good health, great. It's going to expand upon that. You're going to feel amazing. You have all this energy. It's going to be great. But if you continue to be lazy in that department, then you're really going to start to feel it even more. And it could catch up to you, and we don't want it to catch up. Bottom of the deck, right here. Tower, Nine of Swords. We don't need to be waking up and having a tower moment. Like an SOS, oh my god, what am I going to do? No, we don't do that. So let's talk about these cards, because quite a few came out. First card out, we like it. King of Cups. Yeah, focus on self. Focus on what you need, health-wise, and where else you've been lacking. Maybe you need to travel some. That's okay. Take some travels. Take some time for yourself. Right? Time for yourself. If you've been dealing with a water sign, they're also coming up really strong, and they may be, in terms of, whatever, health possibly, they're really coming up strong here. But leaving behind also this notion of, I don't know what the answer is, because the answer is in front of you, and if you're feeling kind of stuck about it, just take some time, because things will come clear in terms of work, in terms of health. All of that will really come to focus, but it's going to take a little bit of work on your end, but you have all of the tools. It just requires some self-reflection. And then once you self-reflect, you overcome the obstacle, which is amazing. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they're coming up super duper strong. And they might be wanting to help you out in this health endeavor, or this work environment, where this work situation is. They really want to help you out. It's good. Again, if for some bizarre reason the Taurus is coming up here again, if for some weird nonsensical reason you're dealing with the Taurus, and this is not your dad, so your dad's also Taurus, this happens to be the ex, for some reason he's popping up again, maybe because his birthday's coming up, and you're kind of like, well, reflecting on the relationship, and going back and forth about it. Should I reach out maybe for his birthday? Should I not? The answer, I'm going to say is no. But there's a lot of, this back and forth energy of, I don't know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. The answer here is no. And you're probably like, John, what does this have to do with health? this. Healthy relationships is what we want right now, so we need to keep that momentum going. And if you're feeling stuck about the Taurus, maybe this is about your dad too, but as far as I know, you and your dad have a great connection, so I don't think it's that. If this isn't about a person, it's about maybe some values and traditions that you've had that you're like, okay, I need to change them, but I don't know how. Step one, get some sunlight. The sun will shine immense amount of answers on you. Believe it or not, it will give you a lot to work with. Just head outside. Okay. So, big read here so far, with all the cards. There's a lot of cards that popped out. And then, like I said, bottom of the deck of the Tower, and Nine of Pentacles. So, it's weird. It's like if you don't take the time to reflect right now, once August comes around and Leo season starts to wrap up, you might really be feeling this and you're like, oh shit, I should have taken the time to really think about what I want, think about my traditions, think about, values, what am I lacking in? Let me, really self-reflect, because right now I have all the tools. Is, work going well? Is this going well? What can I improve? It's a lot to think about, and then right now I'm sure we're all tired of thinking and we're tired of self-reflecting. We just got out of this Mercury retrograde, not even a full month ago. And, now we're like, snack time for more thinking, think some more. And then Saturn goes into retrograde soon, and we'll be doing a video about that and what that's all about. Stay tuned. And then Pluto goes into retrograde. So again, we'll be doing a video reading for that, so stay tuned as well. But excuse me, sniffling. Let's draw some more cards, just a couple. Okay. The Tower is really, it's like, I need you to listen. We'll clarify that in the extended and see what that's all about. The things in Taurus season could be a little rocky if, you're not paying attention. And here we go. Hangman. Lots of major arcana coming out. Bottom of the deck. Wow. The Chariot. So we're looking at life path. Where do you want to go? Is this the route that you're taking? Is it the correct path? Ace of Wands. We like it. The Lovers. Good. And then Four of Swords, Two of Cups, the High Priestess, 10 of Cups, Page of Swords, Temperance, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, the Moon. It's a lot. I'm not going to go into all of it, but it's... because if I do, we'll be here forever. But the way this is set up is like, there's a lot going on here. Basically, it's saying to get some rest, to keep your relationships going, trust your intuition about things that may seem good, but are they good? Communicate with Ben or face being stuck in possibly an illusion of something that you wanted to communicate and then maybe it got fiddled in the mud. But either way, there's a lot of major cards here, so I'm just gonna stop because it's a bit. Maybe we'll draw an outcome card, but there's a lot of major arcana here. Trying to give you a message. The message is you need to take care of your... Do you see this? Like, I can't make this up. I can't. It's a lot. So let's just keep going. But yeah, it's, right now we just need to take time to reflect, because if we don't, we'll be forced to rest. Okay, so we don't want that. It's gonna be okay. It sounds like a lot, but it's gonna be okay. There will be another Mercury retrograde that hits in July, so just a heads up for that. Which during that time, Jupiter will still be retrograde, so we just need to take a lot of caution. But we're definitely going to clarify all the major arcana and maybe a couple of the surrounding cards. But it's looking like you really need to think about what you want, leave behind what you're uncertain about, or maybe what you think you should be focusing on. Okay. Which is that Three of Wands, Four of Cups energy. Instead, take all the tools and move forward and self-reflect, because then you'll be able to overcome this situation with the Taurus, whatever that may be. All right, and then from there, sorry, I'm just organizing the cards here so we can see a little better. Okay, and then from there, you overcome that situation, and the sun will shine. There might be one more tower moment that just thinks it's a good time to message me. So sorry for all that dings. But yeah, so there's that one little tower moment, and then the tower moment makes you feel stuck and maybe start questioning where you're going on your life path. That's okay. That's normal. Like, we should think about that. Like, think about where we're going, and where are we headed? Are we headed in the right path? All of that. I'm gonna send you the exercise for Jupiter retrograde, which will have us, looking at our past and all that. And there will be an opportunity coming in, maybe love-wise, if not from Ben, someone that you really care about, or someone that really cares about you, or it could be a Gemini. Just be wary, because with it popping up with the Ten of Swords afterward, it's, just be cautious, with the opportunity. Oh, just like put it through a little bit of a microscope. Just to be sure. But we'll go through and we're going to clarify these cards, because there's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana. So we're going to clarify that and see what each one is trying to tell us in terms of work, health, because Jupiter is for you right now, and then just overall what we need to work on. If you have questions, you can drop a comment below in the video. I will definitely, write back, or hit me up on the gram, or you can just message me directly, of course. All right. We're gonna get into the extended. I'm gonna do a separate video. But I love you, and I will see you in the extended. All right. Bye.